I'm Cancer Untamed Oracle, and I told you I was going to be back, and I want to teach you about the living internet inside your body. Forget everything you learned about muscles, bones, being separate parts. Inside of you, there is a continuous liquid crystal web that is living, breathing, and intelligent, and this is your fascia. Fascia is not just connective tissue. No, sis. It is the ultimate communicator. It's a network that envelops every muscle, fiber, organ, nerve, and blood vessel, connecting your big toe to your brain in a nanosecond. It's the body's antenna constantly listening, feeling, and transmitting information. It's the record keeper where your emotions, your traumas, your memories are being stored as tension, density, and vibration. How does it communicate so fast? Not just with slow chemical signals, but it actually uses light and electricity. See, biophotons, this is your body's light language. And inside your cells, especially in the fascia, there are tiny particles of light. And these biophotons are constantly being emitting of energy. It's like an instant text message that's made of pure light, and it carries information about your state of health, your level of stress, and harmony. So the mechanotransduction is what scientists call it, and it's like really a sacred process. It's the ability to breathe or move or shake, and it creates a mechanical change in the fascial web. The physical change, whether it's a stretch or a vibration, is constantly being translated. That means it's being transduced into electrical and light signals that shoot through your entire body. It updates your system faster than your conscious mind can actually think. Your simple somatic anchors that I've been teaching and talking about are not just stretches, but they are sacred commands sent through the body's fastest internet. When you do the hip spiral, you're not just loosening a muscle, you're sending light speed messages through the fascial web of your pelvis. Your pelvic bowl holds a lot of information, stories, trauma, shame, things that your mind has forgotten about. When you do the vagus nerve reset, the breath and the movement of the diaphragm tugs on the fascia around your heart and your lungs, sending calming biophoton signals directly to your brainstem, switching your state from survival to safety. When you shake or tremble, you are creating a cascade of electrical resets across the web, literally shaking loose stagnant energy, trapped information in the system. You are not just a body, you are a walking, breathing communication network. Every mindful movement is a ritual of updating your inner software, whispering to your very cells, release, recalibrate, remember. This is the sacred science behind the somatic magic. You are speaking the native language of your own flesh. Your movement is your message. Send these messages wisely. So we talk a lot about the light body, but what is that really? We talk a lot about the new earth and creating new realities and quantum jumping timelines. But I wanted to make it practical. I wanted to make it tactical. I wanted to make it simple, where you would understand how this is working through your body at every moment of the day. A nanosecond could be the difference between safety and survival mode. And so this is what we are doing. So those some of these things that I have been sharing take 90 seconds. It's doing a lot. And that level of communication throughout all of these parts of your body is what's going to allow you to achieve the things that you desire. We no longer will be able to overexert ourselves, to overuse our masculine, to try to be productive constantly. We will not be able to outthink the trauma that is stored in our tissues. And within our life, every issue is connected to every tissue. And there are specific stories stored in specific areas of your body. And so, as we know, we live in a world that has not made it easy for us to take care of ourselves. So, the most rebellious thing that you could do, the most transformational, revolutionary thing that you could do, is to be selfish enough to take care of yourself, to pause, to stop, to reset when you need to. Now, I know the spiritual talk, it's exciting, it's fun, it's nice to hear, but when does it actually do something to help you? And that is the goal. And if you don't feel like you're growing, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like it's just some stuff in your life that's not changing, I want to ask you, how much time, energy, and money have you invested into healing your own internal system? Be honest with yourself. If it's not a lot, if it's not enough, how can you expect for anything to change? And so because I am someone who has different types of chronic illnesses and things that I'm dealing with, I don't want to play with this. I'm precious, I'm important, and I'm valuable. But the way that I treat myself will always be mirrored in the external world. And I don't want to mistreat myself. And I'm not okay with people mistreating me. I'm not okay with being overlooked. I'm not okay with being abused and neglected. But if I'm abandoning myself, if I'm not listening to the signals of my own body, if I'm not learning myself, I am ultimately detached from my own soul. So working with your fascia is actually what's going to connect you to that power that the soul carries. And this power never runs out. And for those of us who have been feeling fatigued, this is your body letting you know that you need to make some investments in you. And that's what I'm here to help you do. But the rest is up to you. So what you go do? You go keep sitting here watching me? Or you gonna be like, you know what? I'm finna start taking myself seriously. I'm finna start investing in myself. I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm not waiting on something outside of me to fix it. And trust me, I wish somebody could just wave a wand and all of this shit would just go away. But it don't work like that. And that's okay. Because actually, when I devote myself to these practices and I do them every day, with each passing day, I feel more and more like that girl who really does love herself. And the universe starts to open doors for me and do things for me that I didn't even think was possible. And so I don't want to talk about all the things that I've manifested, the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've done, despite challenges, limitations, diagnosis. I mean, I got a pretty long list of diagnoses. And I feel them. But I also feel the change that's happening. And I see the difference in my children and in my grandchildren. I already see the ripple that it's creating. It's improving their lives. Who would have ever thought that the morphogenic field of a woman, of a mother, was so strong, so magnetic, working with the electrical signals within her body, would not only improve her life, but break generational curses. So I'm here to tell you, it's not a fantasy. It's very real, and it works. It's ancient. These teachings have been around for a long time. And when you look at ancient Kemet and you see them doing these yoga poses, right? They weren't just doing that because it was cute. And they accomplished things that humanity has yet to accomplish. And I truly believe that by reconnecting with ourselves, reconnecting with our soul, and being devoted to that, and actually taking the time out to rest and to not feel like because the world is constantly being destroyed and collapsing and everything is crazy, that we have to allow that pressure to impact us in a negative way. Push back. You are that girl. You are not just a woman if you're watching me. A woman is someone who operates within the society and the programming that she was given. But a goddess is someone that says, no, there's divinity within me. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to activate that. That's what we're doing over here. So I want to thank you that you learned something new. Let me know in the comments. I check all of my comments. And I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to actually do this for you. Because again, if you don't love you, why would anyone else come to you in a way that's going to mirror a love you are not giving to yourself? That is the key to everything. How you loving on you. So, in the words of Janet Jackson, from one Miss Jackson to the other, what have you done for you lately? Don't ask nobody else that. Ask yourself, what have you done for you lately? And I'll put the links in the description to my ebook and to my coven. I also do one-on-ones, and I have some stuff that I'm working on for y'all. So this is just the beginning. I'm laying the foundation. So if you're watching this now, no matter when you're watching this, go ahead and start now, because I'm just getting started. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Higher, I take you higher. Higher. Yeah. Yeah. I got this sacred, that sacred fire.